Hi everyone, this is a really quick video today to describe and to discuss which are the best countries to travel to for doing business, for immigration purposes, and for investment. I've actually received a lot of questions recently from friends and from colleagues, from various types of people, people in business, people who are setting up their businesses, entrepreneurs, etc. Trying to find out which are the best places in the world to go to set up a business, to make an investment, and possibly for long-term stay. People that want to immigrate to a different country and not only do business there and make an investment, but actually to obtain the residency of that particular country and to get a citizenship so that they can continue to stay there for the long term. So these are the questions that we want to discuss. This is of interest to a lot of different types of people, but primarily the kind of people that come to me to discuss these types of questions are high net worth individuals, people that are earning, let's say, in the 5 to 6 figures per annum, and possibly even more, and they want to find out where are the safe havens to go to make an investment, for example, buying real estate or perhaps buying a company, and to be able to possibly pay less taxes if possible, if there is a legal way to reduce paying taxes, and also if it is possible to actually be able to stay in those countries for the foreseeable future. So one of the questions that comes up quite a lot is which are the best countries? How can we identify these countries that would be the best locations? Now, there is quite a lot of research that's been done already, and there's people who have talked about this. And I'm sure that you've seen examples of countries that a lot of rich people go to. They want to invest their money and possibly get a citizenship. But apart from those countries, there are also a lot of places that nobody talks about. Places that maybe in the past have not been so well known for foreigners to go to. Maybe up and coming places that nobody really talks about, but are actually very good environments, not just for living a good life, living a comfortable life, especially if you're a Westerner and you have a lot of money, but possibly also for doing business. So which kind of countries are we talking about? Now, this is one of the questions that we're going to be discussing, and one of the objectives of creating this YouTube channel is to discuss which are the best locations to go to for investment and for living long term. One of the other key questions that comes up quite a lot is, for specific types of investors, which would be the best locations to go to? So, for example, if you're an IT kind of person, you want to create an IT company, where would be the best place for you to go to? If you are looking to invest in real estate, where would be the best places to go and invest? If you want to create a retail business, which countries would have a need for that kind of thing? So there's so many different options, and obviously it depends on your specialist field, what kind of things you're doing and what your interests are, which can have a bearing on the type of country you would select as a potential investment option, and also as a country that you would want to go and live permanently. So there are 3 key points that we need to discuss, and we will be discussing them during the course of the subsequent videos on this channel. And obviously I'm sure people will be commenting and will be raising various types of questions as to, you know, ideas that maybe I haven't mentioned. People may have ideas that we will be discussing later. So one of the questions that is very important is, how do we identify these countries that we're talking about? So what are the key characteristics of a country that would make it a suitable location to go and invest? So clearly we have to look at the business environment of that particular country. We have to see how easy it is for business people to go there. For example, how easy it would be to open a bank account, to invest your funds, the kind of interest rates they pay, which can be important to some people, especially if you're investing a large sum of money. And just generally, how stable is the financial system of that country? So this is one of the questions that we would be looking at. The other key point is taxes. And obviously, the motivation for a lot of high net worth individuals that we're talking about here, that is, you know, the audience that we're addressing here, and potentially other people that just have some you know, savings or some funds that they want to invest in a third location, you know, apart from their country, perhaps somewhere else, offshore. One of the questions that they would be thinking about is taxes and how much taxes are going to be paying. So this is another thing that we need to be discussing during these videos. So the first question was, how do we identify the best business environment, the ideal environment to do business in, to open a bank account, to invest your funds, to buy real estate, to set up various types of companies, and employing people if you're opening a business. The second question, which is very important, is taxation. So what are the taxation arrangements in these countries, and at what rates you would be paying taxes if you're an employee of a company, or if you are a business owner and you're actually creating and setting up a new business. So this is quite an important question to discuss. And finally, the last question, which can be very important for people, especially if they have a family, they're going there for the long term, they want to buy a house, they want to stay there, maybe the children are going to school, is, well, can you get a long-term residence in these countries that you're going to? So there's no point just going there and you know, staying for a week or two as a tourist. Maybe if it's a really nice place, you want to stay. Now, this doesn't apply to everyone. Clearly, different locations can have different uses. You might go to a country, open a bank account, park your money, $100,000, $200,000, whatever it is that you're looking to just, you know, put in a bank account and forget about it for a couple of years. But for some other people, that's not the end goal. They may want to invest their money and then think about, well, how am I going to get residency out of this? I just don't want to, you know, just go to a country, open a bank account, and then leave, and then go 10 years later to see how much interest I've accumulated in my account. Maybe they actually want to stay in that country, get residency, or even citizenship. So this is one of the other key questions that comes up quite a lot in my discussions with people who advise high net worth individuals, is where can we go where we can do business, where there's low taxes, and where we can actually get residency, citizenship, etc., which can open up a lot of possibilities for people. So those are the three key points that will be the themes for future videos. We'll be discussing those issues in detail. There isn't enough time to cover everything in one video today, but it was just a quick intro. If people have ideas and they want to discuss any specific types of entrepreneurs or investors that want to discuss where would be the best locations for them, for their specific industries, and also any examples of countries that would meet those requirements, then please mention in the comment section and we will be discussing them in due course. So until the next video, take care. Bye-bye.